Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Fitness with Flex, and welcome to Mobility Monday. Now, if you followed me, if you've ever trained with me, if you've ever been one of my clients, or you just follow my content online, you know mobility is one of my favorite things to teach people about, because mobility is one of the most important things that we can focus on in our fitness journey. It's the difference between squatting properly and squatting low. It's the difference between actually performing a lot of exercises properly, and it's just a great way, the better you get at it, to be pain-free longer in your life. So what we're going to do today is what are called hip 90-90s. So this is going to be a 3-part series where I'm just going to start with one progression today, and I'm going to move next Monday to the second progression, all the way up until the third progression. So these are actually one of my favorites. I do them every single lower body day, whether I'm deadlifting, whether I'm squatting, but they're very similar to how they sound. So what you're gonna do is you're going to get in a position, whatever leg you choose first out in front. You're gonna make a 90-degree angle with your knee and leg. The other one is going to be brought down, and it's going to make a 90-degree angle as well. Shout out to Adam Schaefer for hosting his mobility webinar that I happened to hop on, that gave me some nuggets to learn as a coach. First and foremost, you want to use this back leg as a way to know if you have this back leg in a proper position. So a good way to do that, put your arm out straight, and if it lines up with your leg, you know that you're sitting in the right position. Now, when we do this first progression or this first setup, this is going to be enough for most people. Quite simply because once you actually get into the full position, it can be pretty challenging. I know for a while when I started doing hip 90-90s about a year or so ago, I could barely sit in this. And now over time, I've been able to progress. So what we want to do is, like I said, line yourself up. Whatever hand is on the side of the one that's out, so my right leg's out, so my right hand, I want to take that and supinate my hand and place it next to me. And the goal is I want to sit up nice and straight, keeping my chest up high. Now I can already feel a pull in my hips, and that's all we want to do for this first attempt. Because most people, as you can see right here, my knee wants to come off the ground. And for a lot of people, you may even see your knee off the ground. And as you get better over time, that mobility will help your knee start to be able to sit into it. But give this a try. Try to just sit into this position. What I want you to do while you're in this position is to just simply try and drive down your knee and your heel into the ground. See if you can push it into the ground, because one of the things I learned from that mobility webinar is something that clicked for me. A lot of people when they're doing mobility tend to do it wrong, because they tend to see stuff like this and they just sit into it. Whereas mobility is something you want to intensify, because what we're doing is we're activating muscles that may not be used to activating. The body adapts to everything that we do and don't do. So if we don't use these muscles as we should, often it's going to stop recruiting the muscle fibers to activate as much. So very simply, all you're going to do, 5 seconds, try to drive this knee and this ankle into the ground. So drive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repeat that for about 5 to 10 reps, both sides, and give that a try every single day, and you will start to see a big difference in your hip and potentially your lower back pain. This has been Fitness with Flex, and you just learned the hip 90.